Hi everyone, welcome back to Inspired by Yvette. In today's video, what we're going to do is try our hand at redoing this mouse pad. See if we can get better pressure, changing the temperature, try to press it a little bit longer. So it's been about 2 weeks since I used my printer, so I'm going to show you all how I went ahead and cleaned my print heads again, just to make sure we were good. So you'll see the clip of that next, and then we'll get into pressing our mouse pad. So I have one mouse pad left in this pack, so hopefully this works, and we are going to do that. Now, as a quick note, I will note that this is the paper that I used for the sublimation. I used the Starcraft Sublimation paper, and it says 125 grams. So this is the paper I use, but when you're cleaning your print heads or trying to run test prints and things like that, don't forget, just use regular copy paper for that. You don't want to be using up your good paper, your good sublimation paper, just to be playing around. Okay, so I'm going to use regular copy paper to do that. I'll show you all the steps I did to do that. Then we are going to go ahead, when you come back, I'll go ahead and have this set up. And then we'll get to pressing it. Okay, you all, so what I wanted to do first before I printed my image, since I haven't used this image in about this printer in about 2 weeks, I want to go ahead and check my print head settings, or my ink heads. So to do that, I just wanted to show you real quick. We're on the main screen, and I'm just going to hit the arrow and scroll over until I see maintenance. I'm going to hit OK in the middle. Then it asks if you want to do a nozzle check, and you notice you see arrow, so I'm going to press the arrow. It says head cleaning. I'm going to scroll through so you can see the rest of them. Power cleaning, print head alignment, fill ink, set ink level, paper guide. So we're back to number 1. So we're going to go to number 2, which is the head cleaning, and hit OK to proceed. Clean print head to correct missing dots. I'm going to hit OK to proceed. It says load the paper. I have my paper loaded. So let's go ahead and hit start, which is that button. Okay, so after it does that, it takes about 3 minutes or so. After it does that, I'll come back. Okay, so that is printed. We see it is a couple missing little sections, few sections. So I'm just going to do it a second time, and that way the next sheet should come off clear. But that shows me it's just a little bit broken. And the printer actually, let's see, it asks you, are there any missing segments? So if it's yes, you just hit the OK button over here. I'm trying to video and do it. And clean print head again, and we're gonna hit yes to proceed and do it a second time. Okay, load paper, and we'll hit start. Okay, we're back. So as you see, no missing sections on this sheet. So this was the second sheet. So we're good. I'm going to go ahead and print my mouse pad image and get to sublimating it. Okay, so we are back. Let me show y'all the image that printed. So this is the way it looks. I'm trying not to touch it on the image itself. I just put on lotion, but this is the way it looks. I kept it the same. Only thing I did change is I made it slightly bigger so that I wouldn't have to be trying to get so close to get it such a tight fit. So it's maxed out as big as I could try to print it, and I made the text a little bit wider. I kind of widened it about a couple points, not much. So it's about exactly the same. Okay, so I already lint rolled my mouse pad. I have my press turned on, and the press is preheating. Let's see if you all can see. Yeah, you can see the temperature. So I'm going to do 400 degrees for 60 seconds. So yeah, that's what we're going to try, 400 degrees for 60 seconds. Now on Amazon, where I purchased these mouse pads from, the recommendation is maximum 374 for 80 seconds. but I'm trying my hand at 400 degrees. I'm gonna live on the edge. So we're gonna do 400 for 60 seconds, see how that works out. I am going to flip my image over and kind of get it centered on that mouse pad because I got my text stretched out. I need to make sure that I fit the text on the mouse pad. So I'm just going to show you me taping that down and getting everything centered so that we can, you know, have a nice centered print. Okay, I slowed this down so you all can see this little move I made right here. You're gonna see in a little bit after this finishes pressing where I messed up. I flipped that over and you see I'm smoothing that out right there. I smoothed the tape down that I had taped. It buckled over. That's why it was a little hump there. And I was saying, oh, I'm gonna let this smooth out. It needs to smooth out. And I was just pressing it and rubbing it. Yeah. That in hindsight, what they say, hindsight is 20/20. Well, there you go. Keep watching. Okay, we are at 400 degrees for 60 seconds, and I put my butcher paper on top. So I put a sheet of butcher paper on top, have everything smooth. So let's push it in. I didn't put it on the automatic feature. Okay, so I'll press the button. Let's go. Okay, you see the automatic pressure. It did that just now when it does that second little adjustment. It's supposed to be doing the automatic pressing. So I will speed this up so you all don't have to wait the full 60 seconds. When you come back, I'll be ready to pull it out. I think I'm going to let it sit for a little bit. Some people say let it cool. You know what? I never do that. I didn't do it with this one, so let's see if it makes a difference, huh? The fact that I'm moving stuff before it cools. Okay, the color looks... Oh. How did I manage to put tape on the mouse pad? I'm so crazy. Okay, but besides that, besides this big white bar at the top, I don't know how I managed to put tape. Okay, that looks good. Actually, that looks really good. This was the part in here that I thought didn't have good pressure the last time. That looks really even and good. Matter of fact, the color is more vibrant, so I can tell that was a printer problem. You can even see the banister there on the railing. This was a cruise ship, so you can even see the banister is darker than it was on this one. Am I showing them both? Yeah. It's a better, let me see if I can show this better. What I'll do, let me pick the camera up. This thing is hot. Let me turn the press off. We're done. Press kind of loud. Okay. Let me show you all what I'm seeing as a difference. Okay, so we see big difference in the coloring, right? Even, yeah, that was a printer issue, because the color is so much more vibrant, and even the white seems whiter, like the contrast there. It's just a much better print. Look at the banister on that one versus this one. That's the way it looked in the picture, the way this one looked. I was wondering why this looked like that. Okay, so that the black ink head was what was clogged up the last time, so it's missing black in there in the coloring. So yeah, I think I'm gonna, outside of this being my error because I put tape across there when I was taping it down, as we see my spot. Other than that, it's very good. It did a very good job. I'm almost tempted. No. Y'all know I was about to say I'm almost tempted to repress that spot, but I did not. I left it just the error that I made, and we see there where that tape folded over. So I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for commenting under videos. One person, Gracie's mom is her name on YouTube here. She commented on the initial video when I did the first one, and she suggested that I do it a longer time, maybe to see if it was better. And I appreciate her giving that comment, because then that made me think, well, why don't you try to see, since you fixed the ink heads, whether that's going to fix the problem. Press it longer, and I did that, and sure enough, it did come out 100% better. So thank you so much for that, Gracie's mom. She said it about 2 weeks ago. I was at the beach and I didn't get around to coming back home to repress it, but we finally got that done. And someone else suggested maybe a pillow to put up underneath it to cushion it, which that was going to be my next step. I was going to take my Easy Press mat and put up under it to see if that would help. But since this worked out well, I think it was just the printer error. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for commenting, like I said, liking the videos, and subscribing to my channel. We are on our way to 1K, and I appreciate all of your support. I hope everyone is doing well. I filmed this video yesterday, which was Sunday, and you all will see it today, which is Monday. So have a good weekend. Sending you love from South Carolina. Oh goodness, good week. Love from South Carolina. Bye.